Hey guys, Mike here with Discount Forklift. Thanks for tuning in to our YouTube channel. What I got behind me is a 21,000 pound capacity HYSTER. Obviously pneumatic. You can see pneumatic tires on the rear, which are your steer tires, and then your drive tires, which this is a dual drive, which is why you have 4 set up here instead of the regular 2 for a single drive. Cab unit, of course, which obviously we can just, if I take a peep in here, you have your controls, which obviously raises the mast. You also have the tilt function, and if this one actually is plumb with side shift, which it looks like it might be, then that's how you shift them left or right. But before we go any further, this is definitely a cold day here in Denver, so it comes with a lift hero hat, as well as our company shirt, with a lot of our employees are actually wearing this on a daily basis because they are really comfortable and really nice shirts. So some of the perks you get, at least some clothes or whatnot, and then of course there's 2 other things that are more of a bigger perk, would be our forklift troubleshooting guide. So this has a bunch of information in here. Let's say if you have a specific thing happen, very minor, and then it's basically, for example, we have, sometimes people don't screw on the propane tanks all the way, so when they turn them on it doesn't really do anything. So this is in there, something like that, but this is a diesel, so it's a little bit more difficult, obviously, because it doesn't run off of propane. And then you have your equipment maintenance guide right here. So this has a bunch of different information here. Basically how to keep this thing in tip-top shape. It even has a log section for operations inspections, things like that. What I always recommend is actually making photocopies out of this so you can keep the originals in this, and that way you're not burning through them. So I'm going to set this right here. I'm going to shut this door. Now, to continue on, we do have some pretty big forks here, which all of our forks are always safety painted red with yellow tips. You do have a 2-stage wide view mast here. So whatever you guys are using this thing for is going to handle your business pretty well. So I always like these big ones. What I'm going to go ahead and do is just jump in this. I'm going to start her up, show you guys the ins and outs and how she actually performs, and go from there. All right, so I know you guys can hear me, but what I'm gonna go ahead and do, fired her on. Seatbelt, most important safety feature in any vehicle. I got my braking system here. I've got 3 levers, which are fingertip controls. Got my horn here. Got a bunch of different things. Heat, AC, which is pretty cool. All right. All right. Has a backup alarm as well. As you can see, I hit those brakes, do a brake test. It obviously stops. You're gonna go ahead and go forward. Now, because this thing's so big in this little area here, it's gonna be a little bit difficult almost to try to turn this all the way. But seems like we just pulled it off. So again, slow down, go in reverse. Yeah, it's just very good brakes. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna put this in neutral. Got the brake on, so you guys will see like a giant red knob here. You have to press that down to basically disable the brakes. at least the parking brake, and then you basically have to push down to disable it and then pull up on it to reactivate that. But now it's going to be the mast. Just like that. Lower it down about halfway. You're going to see a tilt function, so this will tilt forward. Goes pretty far down too, which is pretty cool. I'll tilt this back up. Side shift. You can see the whole carriage moving right here. So whatever you're operating with this and whatever you're picking up, this is a life-saving feature here that saves you time, saves you a bunch of headache too, instead of having to actually go through the whole thing and try to back up, move forward, back up, move forward, try to line it up perfectly. So this definitely helps out with that. So what I'm going to do is lower this mast. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is take the seatbelt off. And then my camera guy here is going to open up the door. I'm going to show you basically the data tag, which is right here. So that has all of the information you need on your forklift, such as what the max capacity is with this thing raised up all the way to the top, your serial number, your model number, basically everything that you need to know important on that data tag is going to be displayed right there. But other than that, thank you for doing business with us so we can support businesses like you guys. HYSTERs make a very good big capacity machine, so you guys are going to be very happy with this. And if you guys are happy with what we provide you, it makes us happy. So thank you very much, and we look forward to you guys getting it.